Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another interview session here. So we have a new member to our society today. We have Chadni, who has joined and who has granted her visa recently yesterday. So we have her with us, and she has been gotten her offer letter as well. So we're going to know about her, what she is going to, which program she's going to, which university and which campus as well. So welcoming everyone to today's live session. Please do watch until the very end. And we have Tanvir as well with us, just like every day. So let's get started. And this is Afrin Khandekar, your host today. So congratulations here, Chadni, on receiving your Bachelor's of Computer Science, major in cybersecurity offer letter from the University of Wollongong with a 30% scholarship as well from Southwestern Sydney campus. And you have been recently gotten your visa granted on 21st of July 2023. So welcome here, Chadni. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
joining
so
with
much.
us.
Thank you
You're
so
most
much,
welcome. I
Apu.
believe you're already excited, I believe so. So
Yes.
that's definitely, you should be excited. That's your dream coming true. So we are very excited to know about your feeling today. So if you'd like to share some of it with us.
Well, firstly, I would like to thank you and Tanvir Bhaiya for inviting me. And thank you so much for congratulating me. To be honest, I didn't expect that I would be granted the visa so early because I lost my visa very lately. Tanvir Bhaiya knows very well. But by the grace of Allah, I got my visa. And to be honest, I'm just overwhelmed. When I got my visa, I was literally shaking. And everyone in my house, everyone were happy. So
Happy
it
for
was a
you.
great.
Definitely, they should be. It's a very overwhelming feelings right there, right?
Yes,
Yes.
obviously.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Good to know about that. Best wishes for your journey there, Chandni. We wish you the best for that. So we talked about Wollongong University. We had a lot of students going to Wollongong University recently. So congratulations on that. It's a very good university and one of the top ranking universities in the world. So we could see that you have very interesting course you're going with a bachelor's degrees on computer science. That is the future today. So would you like to say a little bit about why did you choose this course and why did you choose your major on cybersecurity itself?
Well, I have studied 1 year in computer science and engineering in a
Okay.
private university in Bangladesh.
Oh,
So
that's
when I needed to choose my course, I thought it would be definitely computer science, but I was a little bit confused regarding my major. So I was looking for a field which will be beneficial for me in the future.
as a
Uh,
career, right?
yes,
Yes.
as everyone know, Bangladesh is a developing country, so
Yes.
there is a growing field for cybersecurity as well. Since the cyber crimes and cyber threats are on rise, there are a lot of
Yes.
opportunities in the private sector and the government sector too. So for
Yes.
this reason, I thought that computer science majoring in cybersecurity would be a great course for me,
Yes,
and
I've
it will
heard
lead
that
me
this
to
course at
a lot of
Wollongong University
opportunities.
is a very good one as well. So yes, that's a very good choice there. Yes, as you mentioned right there, if I'd like to add something, computer science is definitely one of the top most wanted topic right now. But among cybersecurity is definitely on the rise. It's about the technologies, and in future, it's going to be the best one for you. So very good job, very good job there. So as
Thank you
we
so
know
much.
about Australia already, probably this was your dream to go and study in Australia. You have been working for that for a year or more, I believe so. So if you'd like to tell us about, everybody talks about that Australia, why they choose, because the climate is a little bit close to them, to Bangladesh and all. But I believe there's a different thing about you. You have chosen Australia as a stud destination. If you'd like to share a little bit about that. Why
Well, when
Australia
I
itself?
started my journey, I had a lot of few more countries in my list, like USA, UK, Canada, and Germany. But
Yes.
when I started researching about them and compared them with Australia, Australia seemed perfect for me in every way, whether it's quality of education, whether it's scholarship, and the environment. Mostly the weather, because it is similar to Bangladesh, and
Yes.
the main thing is in bachelor, the other countries don't offer scholarships, but Australia is
Yes, that's a
different
very good
in this
point
case.
there.
Yes,
Yes.
Australia is really different in this case. They offer a wide range of scholarships in bachelor too.
Yes.
So it was a great opportunity for me, and if I didn't grab it, it was really stupidity. So I thought it would be great.
Yes, that's a very good choice there. Yes, that's a very good point there, everyone, that you could note out that probably if you're going for any other countries there for your bachelor's degree, you wouldn't get that amount of scholarships anywhere else because usually the scholarships are for masters or for PhD level students. But in Australia, they give the scholarship to the bachelor students as well because they're studying for 3 or 4 years. And there's another point in Australia, you can complete your bachelor's within 3 years. That's a very good
Yes,
point there. You can complete, you can start your
obviously.
career, everything is going to be on the good run. Because if we remember, Chadni already have studied for 1 year in Bangladesh in a private university. So she didn't lose anything from her side, right? So it's already on the good run. So very good choice there, Chadni.
Thank you.
So you're most welcome. So now let's move on and let's talk about the university itself. So there's a lot of universities in Australia which already ranks in one of the top rankings. We have already seen that, and Australia is always known for the best universities in the world. But specifically, you have chosen University of Wollongong. There might be some reasons behind that. So if you'd like to share that with us.
I chose University of Wollongong because of many reasons. I am a student of 2020 HSC candidate. So it
Okay.
was really difficult for me to get into a renowned university like Wollongong. So
No.
when I started my journey, I researched a lot about different universities. Well, my purpose was to find a university in Sydney. I really liked this city. So I was looking for a university which is located in Sydney. So I in my priority list there was Western Sydney and University of Wollongong. So when I compared them with each other, University of Wollongong was perfect for me in every way, whether it's overall experience, student satisfaction rate, its skills development. It was really good, and the ranking is obviously great. So I
Yes,
thought it
that's
would be a great opportunity for me.
That's great. Yes, different people have different choices for Sydney itself. I believe you got on into the campus of Southwestern Sydney, so that's a very beautiful campus, if I remember that.
Yes,
So yes,
definitely.
great job. You're gonna love it there.
Yes.
So moving on to, as I can see, Tanru has been smiling a little bit listening to this. So let's move on to Paya right now. He has been sitting there for a long time. Everyone keeps talking about how he helps everyone else. I believe that's your case as well. But let's listen about your journey with our team and how was Tanru Paya's service. Did you like it or not?
Oh, well, definitely. There is no doubt. Well, my journey started in 2022. Uh, some of my friends applied through Tanvir Bhaiya, but at that time I could not because of some personal reasons. So I really felt bad about that. But in the second half of 2022, I, with some of my friends, discussed about it, and we reached out to Tanvir Bhai for
Yes.
applying in Australia. And he was the same person as before. He welcomed us wholeheartedly and guided us throughout the whole journey. So it was really great working with him because whenever the time is, whenever I faced any difficulties, I used to text Tanvir Bhaiya about it, and he promptly replied me and he motivated me and replied me in a positive way that it's really inspiring for me.
Yes. So what happens during this time itself that it's a little daunting from the very first. Will this be working? Will this not be working? Because it's not only getting the offer letters, you need to be granted your visa, your GT. There's a lot of processing for Australia. It's not an easy process. Whoever goes with it knows about the processing, that it takes a lot of your time, it takes a lot of your patience, and the support behind this is Sandhu Path who always been supporting us on this. So that's
Yes,
great. Okay,
definitely.
Chani, I believe you had a very good experience with Tanvir Paya. So if you'd like to tell me a little bit about your overall experience with the team, when did you start working with it? When did you start thinking about going there? And are you happy and satisfied with the service that you have gotten until now?
Well, obviously there is no doubt I'm satisfied and happy. You can see me smiling. Sure,
Yes,
sure.
you've been smiling for a long time. We are really happy to
Yes,
see you smile.
definitely. I'm satisfied with the team. I started my journey in 2022, as I have mentioned before.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
at that time, I didn't take my IELTS exam, so I couldn't start my journey properly. But in January, I took the exam. Then my journey perfectly started, and Tanvir Bhaiya and the team guided me throughout the journey very well. I can't describe in words. It was really great. Uh, co- my situation was really critical since I'm a student of 2020 HEC
Yes, a
candidate.
little bit gap on the study, right?
Yes,
Yes.
a little bit gap, but thanks to Allah that I was admitted in a private university, and Tamil Bhaiya guided me and told me how to do the papers, how to explain to them about the study gap. So it was well covered. Thanks to Tanvir Bhaiya for this.
Yes, you're most welcome from Poima as well. So yes, that's a great process there. Yes, I have heard from Tanvir recently that it was a little critical situation itself, but Tanvir is well known for handling the critical situations, so don't worry about it. If you guys are watching and if you have this kind of critical situation as well, this is your turn to reach to Tanvir and get your services as well. So we talked about a lot of services that you have gotten from Tanvir since 2022. I believe it's been already 7 months of the journey that you have went through with him. So did our team or Tanvir charge you any of the fees for the services he provided to you?
Not at all. They didn't charge me anything till now.
Oh, that's great. Yes. So if you guys are confused about that, why we always keep asking people, because you might think that probably previously he didn't ask for money. Later on, he might ask you, but no, that's not the situation. He is like that. And yes, your dream can be coming true as well. So if we know about this, you talked about that from your friends, some of your friends already took service from Tanvir Bhaiya, and from those reference you get to know from about Tanvir Bhaiya, right? So did those
Yes.
friends already go to Australia? Did they got their offer
Uh,
letter?
Not yet. The best thing is
No,
I'm
so
going
they're
to
on the process.
Australia with my best friend who applied
Oh,
through Tanvir
that's
Bhaiya.
great. Oh, that's
Yes,
great. Oh,
I
that's a
got to
very
know about
inspiring
Tanvir
story.
Bhaiya from her.
Oh, okay. She's already on the process, right?
Yes, her visa is granted on
Oh, that's
14
great.
July.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's perfect. So, okay, we're gonna know about that from Tanvir Pabli. I wants to say something.
Thank you.
So, if we would like to say that, do you recommend us to others? Would anybody else who wants to go to Australia or wanted to do her bachelor's or master's or any other program, would you recommend Tanvir and the team to other people?
Yes, for sure. And I have already recommended one of my friends who asked
Oh,
me
that's
about how
how the
I have
processing was.
applied. Yes, I
Yes,
have told them the whole procedure and asked them to reach out to Tanvir Bhai.
yes, that's great. That's great. Okay, so recommended then, huh? So
Hmm.
yes, Sanubha, I believe we have been knowing about Chadni a little bit. That's a very good processing. Congratulations to her and you as well. You have another success story to share today. So if you'd like to take the stage and share with us a little bit about her friend and what she went through, what was a little bit critical from our side, what the things that she had to go through with.
Oh, hi. Thank you again, Prinapu, and thank you, Sahiba, Chadni, to join us. And congratulations again that the visa came I think it was midday in Sydney local time. And I was very quick because her case, she was a bit late with certain documentations because in Bangladesh, as you know, there are a few things happens, especially the police clearance certificate. In her case, it took a bit of time, and that was the reason actually delayed the whole process, unfortunately. But the time was running out, and I was hoping that okay, maybe we'll be able to sort this out. And we tried to lodge the application at the very last moment, even though time was not probably crossed the deadline. But anyway, there was a bit of a frustration and the pressure from everywhere. So we are still hoping that okay, even if she gets at the end of this month the outcome, she would be able to come and join as a late arrival because university allows students to do so. So for her case, everything is fine so far. And then I wouldn't say her case is like any other cases. Like there are not, there are similarities, but then again, as I said, her friends and there are other people who are coming from batch to HSC batch 2020 to me. So that batch actually had some issues with Australian universities. They were always asking for what was the activities, the gap explanation. At some universities, they're not very satisfied with certain explanations. Luckily, she got through because she studied continuously, I believe, consecutively 4 semesters at his current or former private university based in Narayanganj from his her locality. So we tried to explain with those transcripts and said, look, she did her, all these courses and she didn't waste her time. And it was well explained, and UOW accepted that, and few other universities also accepted that explanation. And finally, we choose UOW because it's a public university, number one. Secondly, the scholarship percentage was higher compared to without any conditions, of course. And Cyrus, another thing I need to add that her results were very good, and HSC and uh, the bachelor degree that she was doing at Ramada Prasad and computer science and engineering, I believe. And then her IELTS was very good. So these are the deciding factors for universities. And of course, in addition to that, bank financial part was a little bit difficult to manage, but then again, it was done in a proper way, and all the supporting documents we provided. And finally, they got the university received all the documents, and Sahila's case went through the GT's case. I believe it took 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks max. So she actually came through one of our uh, previous interview, her name is Joya Shriroy Joya. So they're friends. They're very good. I mean, close friends, I would say. I believe they went to the same school or university together, and yeah, they're very close. And I believe that's where they came as a group. Her, Joya, and there was two others. And they're still awaiting for the final stages, going through the COE and visa stages. Hopefully, they will get through as well. So these are four 2022 batch from Narayanganj district. Especially Joy and Saiba are from uh, Morgan Girls High School, is it?
Yes.
This is a very renowned school. And therefore, I realized that the students who are coming from that college or school, they're very good at English. Actually, when I read their GT statement, SOP, and their IELTS score are very, very good. I don't know what is the reason. Maybe they practiced since the college is different, maybe compared to other schools there or colleges. So yeah, it was very unique, especially her case and Joya's case. It was smooth. There were some obstacles in between, but they got through the process. So yeah, finally things. I believe her parents are happy, and I believe that she will really do well in the upcoming days and months and years, and she'll be able to complete her bachelor's degree at UOW, and will be able to find a career and in Australia, and I believe she'll be able to get through that permanent residency pathway at some point in the future. And that's all I can say. And I'm not. I want to talk about the parents as well. I spoke to them this afternoon. This is the first time I spoke to them. I've never seen them, and I've never seen Sahib actually. This is my first time also over this platform, this app, and hopefully Joya and Saiba will be flying together, and we will meet them again here like others. And there is one person who came from their same region, Narayanganj district. His name is Mr. Ianur Rahman Azmi. So they know each other actually. Because I mean, they don't know, but they got to know later on. So they're like their elderly brother, and we'll be able to like sort of we built that network, like that will assist our newcomers for accommodations or help them in other ways in terms of finding jobs and settling down in this country. So that's a great help, I believe. And is there anything else, Sahiba, you want to talk about your journey or about your parents or the overall feeling?
Well, my parents are really happy about it. They always wanted to talk to you, but they waited for this day when they got
Okay.
to talk to you. Every time, whenever I talk to them about you, they said that no, we will talk with him when your visa is granted. So finally, the day came, and they are really happy about my journey. They didn't expect that I would get my visa so early, and they didn't expect that I would go to Australia because my case was a little bit critical. But thanks to the team that they helped me throughout the journey, and I'm really, really happy for this.
Oh, thank you. So it's not only me, Aprinapu and Chadni, that there are people behind the scene. You probably
Yes.
don't see them. When you
Yes.
come here, maybe someday you will meet them. There is a very dedicated lady called Miss Lu. She's invisible, but she does all the most of the applications and the TTA assessments and everything. Myself does all the checking, and of course, I talk to you guys because of the language and the psychology of our country, the culture, so that way I can understand the differences or if there is any issues, so I can handle those things. So there are three different parts there, but as you know, that we don't have any physical existence in Bangladesh. So many people initially they didn't, they had a lot of, even I think Afrina who had questions. A long time ago, I came across, it was very strange the way we came across. Now
Yes.
she's with us somehow, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
anyway, we'll talk about it some other time, but finally you guys are here. We are talking here, and everyone is, and I believe Afrina is going to Canada anyway, so we will, I don't know whether we'll be able to get her, but I always want her for our interviews and other things, not only
Yes.
for this, but for, let's say, become our part of our journey for rest of our life, whether it's anything, we feel that way for everyone, whoever knew, or even people who didn't take service from us, or they even come from different background. We try to help them as much as we can, even in coming from different countries. That's how we do. I mean, and as a human being, we have a limited capacity, but we try our best. And Chadni, you were a girl. You need to remember that you came from a very humble background. Your family, you need to make sure that you think about them, you look after them, and make sure you complete your studies. And once you're done, you need to look after your family. That's all I can say in a nutshell. So if your mom and dad is there, you can invite them for a minute or so. Um, if they want
They're
to
not
come.
prepared yet.
Well, they are a little bit busy.
They're
Say the
busy,
Busy?
guest
right?
has come
Okay,
over
okay.
to my place.
Okay, they're gonna talk with
That's
Tanvir,
fine.
I believe. Yes, that's
Later on,
fine.
yeah, we can do
Yes,
that.
Yes.
But
fine.
that's
Not
it for
confirmed.
now. And
Yes.
Apu, you want to say something?
And
I'm pretty much done.
yes, thank you, Pat. Thank you for sharing your words. Best of luck, Chadni. It's the best of luck for me. I believe that you're going to do great in your life, in your future as well. You're a very bright student with a very bright future as well. There will be ups and downs in life. Don't worry about that. You're going to get there soon. And please do take care about your family as well in future. I believe you're going to do it. We don't have to say that for you.
Right.
So we're going to conclude with this. We wish you the best from our team, from Tanvir, Pavni, and everybody else for your future, for the best endeavors. There's going to be a huge journey coming in front of you in later lives. We are there, so please do reach out to us if you need any sort of help from us or any way we can help you out. So until then, have a really good time there in Australia, and do remember us as well.
Okay, thank
We will.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Apu, and thank you, Chadni. We will
Yes,
meet
thank you,
up
Pao,
soon.
for joining. Thank you, Chadni,
Sure.
for giving us the time.